push up and down.
Oh, cool.
They can need a little roller.
Yeah, let me see if I got one. It's not too noticeable on camera, but on
Okay, cool. It's good. It's not.
I mean, we might as well take care of it relatively. Yeah, play it around with the channel.
Okay.
Because it is a little bit different with that lens. That allows you to do lots of smooth movements. Yeah. You can I've been editing them. You don't need a whiteboard or anything for your movements, you're good.
Sorry, say it again?
I said you don't need like a whiteboard or anything with your movements.
Oh, no.
You're just,
Yeah.
Some people need it all written out, so.
Oh, I thought you meant a whiteboard to utilize on camera. Some people do that. It's great. It's really valuable, I think, if you want to study at that level, for sure. It's really valuable, I think, if you want to study at that level, for sure.
I'm saying to set up the timer and then we'll be good to go. I'll have a roller, but I got tape.
Oh, look good. Thank you so much.
So after you guys went viral on TikTok, did it keep growing from there?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the biggest challenge for us was that we went viral before we had our app launched.
Oh, okay.
So it was challenging for us to like rush to get the app done.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was, and it was a super helpful motivation though to get it done. So it was just like, I think that a lot of the stuff that we were doing in the beginning too was so experimental in figuring out how to actually make this work. Like, how do you build a cinematic universe with a community? Yeah. So it's just like
cool idea, cool concept.
What's your trigger name?
I go by hero number 0.
Hero number 0?
Hero number 0, and like I play the founder of the app in the cinematic universe, and you know, there's a lot of. While this is the first show for my film technology company, Real World, so our whole thesis is that audience participation is the future of film and TV, more specifically like playable cinema where people play together and tell stories. And by going through a bunch of incubators and accelerators, you know, I got a sense of like the startup community, thank you so much, the startup world, and just started asking venture capitalists and folks like that to play themselves in the show, in the universe, and so like we stacked a lot of the series with like the real experience of building a company.
Yeah.
Wipe your feet off on there.
Thank you.
Nice dirty studio.
Super good.
I know, look at you just the 1 foot. It's crazy.
Thank you. I can place this over.
I got it. So bring it in and out. Jump on.
Yeah. Where's the best position? Like,
Just anywhere in the center of that. And you'll be talking to this camera. This will be your main camera here. And then she's going to be doing, you know, close-ups of whatever you're doing.
do you want my heart like center camera? Do that a little bit more here, or do you want me to set
Center of the mat.
Okay.
Yeah, because the way that it does feel off.
It's the camera's
I
slightly
know it
to
is
my
slightly
left.
off. I'm wondering.
I can also pull this
No. I'm battling. It's not a symmetrical ceiling, which is driving me crazy.
Yeah, I'm big into symmetry.
There's a one extra half row on that side.
Wow.
So I'm like,
Wow.
I know. Okay. Does this feel better to you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me search. Let me see. Okay. Okay. All right. Everybody ready? You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Give me 1 second to get Rachel says, "Dudes go, his style and he looks nice." Tucker just texted me. He said he got sick on his way home for a shoot and didn't go to work today. So we're going to replace him. He said he wants to make it work. Okay. Just fix that light. Let's roll.
So guys, one question before we roll. For the segments, just do them in any order. Do you want to do the 30-minute first?
It's up to you. What would you like to start with?
I think that there's one that's just the most basic, and that's like a warm-up anyway, so I might as well start with that one for everybody, and that's a 20-minute. And if you guys want to, set that time, you got time right there.
It's just going to be a run-up timer.
Amazing, thank you.
So just focus here.
Sure.
And then if you need to stop for any reason, stop it, but otherwise we'll just keep going for 20 minutes unless we see an issue and we need to stop.
Awesome.
But cameras are speeding, so let's do this.
Name. Welcome to MFA.
Welcome to MFA. Name. What you're going to do, the little extra stuff you want to talk about to set the stage, that would be great.
Awesome.
Especially because this is the beginner one, right?
Gotcha.
All right, and in 3, 2.
Welcome to MFA. I'm Jan Lucanus, coach of the US Tai Chi Push Hands team, and today we're going to be working on Tai Chi. Tai Chi is a technology to slow yourself down and speed up your perception. There's massive health benefits. Let's
redo it.
Yep.
No worries.
How was that? Is that too much already?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I actually think, the guys running this app, they want a little bit more depth.
Cool.
So they like that. Cool. And in 3, 2.
Welcome to MFA. I'm Jan Lucanus, your Tai Chi coach. I am the former captain of the US Tai Chi Push Hands team and the current coach, and I focus on Tai Chi under pressure. Tai Chi is a system to slow yourself down and speed up your perception. It allows you all these amazing, amazing capabilities to go deeper into yourself and to go deeper into anything that you're working on in life. Any experience will be augmented by Tai Chi. So let's get right to it. You could do that again too.
Okay, if you want to do it one more time, but then you could just roll right into it.
Okay, cool.
Yep. And in 3, 2.
Hey, I'm Coach Jan. Welcome to MFA. I am the former Welcome to MFA first.
3, 2.
Hey, welcome to MFA. I'm Coach Jan, your Tai Chi teacher for today. And I am the former captain and coach of the US Tai Chi Push Hands team. I coach Tai Chi as a human performance tool. It helps you slow yourself down and speed up your perception. It's amazing for augmenting any modality that you do, any type of training, any type of work. It's going to allow you to be that much more present, that much more sensitive and aware, and to redirect pressure toward your goals. So we're going to work on the exercises that are the foundation for a lot of those philosophies right now.
Just keep going.
All right, cool. Great. So first we're going to do the 8 pieces of brocade. The 8 pieces of brocade, or the 8 brocade, is one of the most widely taught, if not the most widely taught, Qigong exercise sets in the Tai Chi system. Oftentimes, Tai Chi practitioners will only learn this Qigong set. So we'll work on this together now, and we're going to start with our feet shoulder width apart and parallel. We're going to have an imaginary string lift us from the top of the head. And foundational for your posture is once you feel that string, allow yourself to have the pelvis rotating on the femur here. Pull the pubis bone up as if you're pulling strings on your heels to help you structure the lower portion of your body. So we're dropping the pubis down, lifting up. Then we're going to tap our sternum. We're going to collapse the sternum, and then we're going to lift the sternum up as if it's being pulled by a string. Then we're going to take the occiput, right here, your base of your skull, right here. As if it's pulling strings on your heels, we're going to lift that base up. Then we're going to take the shoulders. We're going to lift them up, scrape the ceiling or the sky, and then tuck the shoulder blades in the back pocket. And then once again, we're going to re-engage that imaginary string lifting us from the top of the head. Once we've created this structure in the body, the relaxation inside the body starts to activate. And we want to consciously activate it as if it's honey melting down a guitar string. So once you have this structure, which is great posture, and then we're just going to allow internally any unnecessary tension to melt. And we're going to scan with our minds, going from the top vertebrae of the neck and going down one vertebra at a time. My fingers are only illustrating where my mind is right now. You don't need to do this with your hands, but we keep on going down one vertebrae at a time as if each one is melting off the last, going all the way down through the tailbone, and then continuing down through the hips. The hips should feel like a bowl of water, full to the brim, slightly tilted forward, as if the water is gently falling outward. We keep going down to the kneecaps, softening slightly so that they're not locked and straight, nor are they bent. They're right in between, and we keep on going down to the ankles, the heels, and we allow our minds to go right through the center of each heel. That's where we're putting the weight into the ground, as if the mind becomes nails on either heel. The palms will face flat down, with special attention on the middle finger of each hand. The mouth will be closed. The tongue will be on the ceiling of the mouth, with slight tension in the anus, very, very slight. In traditional Chinese medicine, this middle finger attention connects to the heart meridian. And the tongue on the ceiling of the mouth and the slight tension in the anus connect to the conception vessel and the governing vessel. All the energy, again, in traditional Chinese medicine, that runs up and down the front of the body and the back of the body. Together they create what's called the big orbit. And this first exercise is called Gilded Pillar. We're relaxing into this posture, focusing on our breath and scanning our body, releasing unnecessary tension before we start doing major movement. Look through the entire body with your mind's eye. If you find unnecessary tension in any particular area, you're going to inhale into your belly, and more specifically about 3 finger lengths below the belly button, into the lower dantian. It's called the second chakra in yoga, the orange one. And you're going to inhale, visualizing your breath as a color, whatever color intuitively comes to you, and you're going to see that color gather in the belly. And as you exhale, you're going to wash that color down the arms to the palms and fingertips. Inhaling into the belly, see the color gather. I'll illustrate with my fingers. And as you exhale, the color pushes up, splits or expands at the shoulders, and goes down each arm about an inch or two beyond the palms and fingertips, pushing the mind beyond the body through the visualization. What we're doing with this color breath work, which is pivotal to all Tai Chi the way I play it, is it allows you to give yourself a vehicle. The visualization is a vehicle for the mind. You can drive your attention with this vehicle, driving it anywhere in the body. For example, if you have tension, as we were talking about before, you inhale into the belly, and let's say the tension's in my hip. I'm going to exhale, push the color into my hip, and I'm going to give that color instruction. This is called programmatic breath work. Inhale into the belly, exhale, push the color where you want to relax. And utilize a term. For example, the instruction I'm giving is melt. I'm telling the musculature to melt in the hip. If you have tension in the shoulder, tension in the jaw, the same thing applies. Inhale into the belly, wherever you identify tension in the body, and exhale, push from the belly to that area and tell it to melt or soften, whatever language you wish to use. Inhale deep, exhale. Once you're done doing that scan of the body, from head to toe, releasing any unnecessary tension, then we can start the next exercise. Inhale deep, exhale, the hands float down, and then inhale, breath lifts the wrists. This is called uplifting heaven. Exhale, wash the color to the palms and fingertips, pushing your breath as a color outward. Inhale, like the fingers are straws and you're slurping in the color from the fingers into the belly. Interlace your fingers above the head and exhale down. Slightly bending the knees, pelvis rotating on the femur so you can see from the side. And then inhale, up, up, up. Going onto your toes, stretching out of your hips and out of your shoulders. Exhale, wash the color down the arms and down the legs as if they're rays of sunlight coming from the belly out, expanding outward. That's breathing formula number 1 from the 8 pieces of brocade. We'll go for it again. Inhale up. Exhale, wash the color out. Inhale, draw the color in. Interlace, exhaling down. The hands come right to the collarbone, then inhale up. Onto the toes. Stretching out the hips, through the shoulders. Exhale down. If you find yourself falling forward here, like that, that's called the Qi rising. What that really means is that you want to bring your attention downward, because if you fell forward, that means your attention rose. So even when you're going up, you're going to visualize very intensely the breath pulling in here, and then exhale, wash it out. It's going to help keep the center of gravity lower, which will keep you connected to the ground, even when you're in what seems like positions where your balance is easily lost or broken. Now we're going to do breathing formula 2 for the same exercise. Inhaling up, stage 1. Inhale even deeper, stage 2. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale, wash the color down the arms and down the legs. Again, stage 1. Inhale even deeper, stage 2. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhale, washing out. Stage 1 to stage 2, and as we add stages, should feel like you're opening up a faucet with water. wider and wider, or allowing the water to pump that much more strongly. So that means inhaling, stage 1, it's a softer breath, and then you intensify the breath work with stage 2. Exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. What we're training ourselves to do here is to have multiple stages, multiple intentions connected to a single breath. Very, very important, especially if you're a martial artist, to be able to throw combinations. Sometimes combinations would be thrown with one breath, but each stage can connect to a different type of intention with those strikes, etc. And of course, this applies to many aspects of life. So, inhaling stage 1, this is going to be formula 3. Exhale, wash it out. Inhale, stage 1. Inhale even deeper, stage 2. Inhale even deeper, stage 3. Exhale, wash the color down the arms and down the legs. Inhale up. Exhale, wash that color out. And then stage 1 inhalation. Even deeper, stage 2. Even deeper, stage 3. Exhale, wash the color down the arms and down the legs. Stage 4. This is one big breath, 4 stages. Inhaling up. Inhale even deeper. Inhale even deeper. Inhale even deeper. Exhale, wash the color out. Down the arms and down the legs. This time the inhalation or the exhalation is just as long as the inhalation, if not longer. So this exercise, the stage 4 version, is meant to expand your lung capacity. So it's very important for you to do it at your pace, not mine. Everyone's capacity is at a different level. So here, inhaling up stage 1. Inhale even deeper, stage 2. Even deeper, 3. Even deeper, 4. And exhale, wash that color out. Down the arms, down the legs. Now we're going to connect the musculature. Notice that we've been focusing on the breath work without focusing too much on what the muscles are doing here besides our alignment. So now we're going to add the muscles. Notice that we're adding them after we focused on the breath. So that means that the idea catalyzes the breath, and the breath catalyzes the activation of the muscles. So we want to be that much more conscious of that chain reaction to get the most out of our movement and our experience. Leading with the breath rather than the muscles, very important. So first we're going to use for stage 1 the belly coming forward. Stage 2 the obliques going out. Stage 3 the lower back expanding. And then stage 4 the entire waist moving like a bell in all directions. Inhaling stage 1 belly. Stage 2 obliques expanding outward. Stage 3 lower back. Stage 4 the entire waist. Exhale, wash out. You may notice that you'll pull in more oxygen with that slight adjustment. Belly, obliques, lower back, entire waist. Beautiful. And now let's expand it out. We're going to expand our legs to what's called a half horse stance. So it's not going to be super low, it's not going to be super wide. Think about shoulder width and a half apart. The feet can be mostly parallel, near parallel. We don't want them too far out. We're going to drop the pubis bone again like we did before, and then lift it up as if we're pulling strings from the heels. Drop the sternum, lift it up as if a string is lifting from the sky. Shoulders up, scrape the ceiling, tuck the shoulder blades in the back. Occiput, lifting the base of the skull away from the heels as if you're pulling strings, and then that imaginary string lifts you up from the top of the head, the structural crown, and then relaxing all the way through the body. Melting as if honey drips down a guitar string. Hollow fists, almost like you're meditating, very hollow, connected to your hips. And we're going to inhale deep, Drawing the color into the belly, remember slight tension in the anus, tongue on the ceiling of the mouth, and exhale. Pelvis rotates on the femur, chest becomes parallel to the ground. And then inhale, breath pulls you to the side and up, eyes on the belly button as you lean back, exhale down. This is called Dragon Witz Te. Inhaling up, exhaling down. In traditional Chinese medicine, this exercise is meant to help redistribute heat that gets trapped in the chest cavity. So it's really wonderful when you're stressed, maybe feeling a little congested. And the breath work, again, leads everything. The breath should feel like you're climbing a rope, and then exhaling, releasing the rope. I visualize the color of my breath pulling in, and then releasing it, like I'm releasing, descending. Again, I just did that with my hands to illustrate. You don't need to do that. But what you do want to do is keep the knees bent, keep the hips coming forward as your body, upper body leans back, and keep the eyes on the belly button, exhaling down. I do this about 6 times each direction. One more, exhaling down. And then reversing. Inhaling out. Exhaling. One. Dropping down, inhaling up, exhale, wash out. Inhale, draw the wrists in. These are nice little transitions. Exhaling down. Hands are going behind, just under the buttocks. Fingers pressing into the body. And we're going to inhale, one hand coming up center line, as if the breath is lifting the wrists. Eyes and fingers facing the same direction. Inhaling even deeper, so 2-stage inhalation. And the palm is being lifted while the other palm is pushing down. Notice that the spine remains straight rather than bending here. We're stretching or reaching through the curve, exhaling down. Inhaling up. This is called separating heaven and earth. Inhale up. Eyes turn as you pass the collarbone. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Head and eyes turn as the hand passes the collarbone. And as you exhale, you soften the elbow and the fingers and the wrists as if they're being lowered by a string. And we immediately go into jolting. Exhale, push up. Inhale, pull back in. This looks like a calf raise. The difference is the visualization and what the visualization does to the rest of the body. So you're going to exhale, push the breath through the feet, and then like you're pulling up pants, you're going to pull the breath back into the lower dantian. Exhale down, push it out. Inhale, pull yourself back into the ground. In Tai Chi grappling, we especially use this to regain our balance if we're about to get thrown or pushed out of the ring. So this is wonderful. I'm like from New York City, so when I walk around the city, I'm constantly using this exercise to regain, connect myself into the ground, because I walk very quickly around crowds. So this is a great exercise for just walking around and feeling very stable. Do your best to keep your weight on the inside of the legs. So if you feel the ankles rotating outward, just warm them back up, bring them back into the center. Exhale down. Inhale, pull yourself back in. Exhale down. Again, the breath should feel like you're pulling up your pants, and getting right, pulling yourself right into the ground. And then the feet come together, 2 fists apart. Inhale up. From the side, notice that the hands are going to activate right as they get above the hips. Fingers will reach back, chest up, hips forward, weight on the toes, and then exhale, butt back, fingers forward. when you're going down, it doesn't matter how far down you can go, as long as you keep your knees straight without bending them. Because we're going to bend them here, exhale, and then inhale, breath lifts the wrists. And we'll do the same thing again. Fingers activate, chest up, hips forward, weight on the toes. Exhale, butt back, fingers forward. Again, the visualization is key here. So we're inhaling, drawing the color into the belly. And exhale, pushing the color through the hands. Like we're painting with it. And then exhaling a deeper bend the knees. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists as if you're brushing an arc with the backs of the fingers. And then exhale again. Inhaling up. Exhale, wash out. Inhale deep. Exhaling down. And we're going to reach across the body. Exhale, push out. This is called drawing the bow. This is a classic exercise that pops up across Tai Chi and Kung Fu and Qigong. And there are many variations of this. I do many of them. But this is the first one I learned. Inhale, drawing the breath across the body. Exhale. Notice that the hand will be right in front of the heart, and the other hand will be about 45 degrees from the hip. Your eye will be on the index finger as you exhale out, and then the middle finger as you reach across the body and inhale. Exhale, pushing the color from the belly through the index finger. Inhale, drawing the breath in through the extended arm, eye on the middle finger. Switching to the index finger, middle finger. Notice that we're using the waist and the hip. And you can isolate the waist more if you'd like as well to warm up the trunk, because hip power and waist power are two different modes, and they can be combined, but it's important to separate before combining. So right now I'm just doing the waist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Notice that as I reach across, the other elbow relaxes down, and then exhale. And finally, we're going to inhale up, exhale. This is called clenching fists with angry eyes. Inhale, draw the breath in, big smile. Exhale, almost like you're squinting a bit. Furrow the brow and push the breath through the knuckles like it's fire shooting out the knuckles. Meaning you're going to visualize the breath going about an inch or two beyond the knuckles here. Inhale, big smile, feel like you're full of light, and then exhale, wash that light down the arm through the knuckles, index and middle finger knuckles. Inhale, big smile, draw the color in. Exhale, furrow the brow, push it out. Drawing it in. Pushing it out. Big breath, big smile, and wash it out. Big breath, wash it out. And you can always do these seated rather than pumping to work the legs more. I like to finish up with at least 2 uplifting heavens like we did before. This is the exercise I do right in the morning and just before going to sleep, just to center myself. I also recommend when you finish these exercises to give yourself a bit of a wash or internal cleansing. So multiple ways to do that. We're going to take the hands and just rub right on the pectoral major and tap around. Always give yourself a nice self-massage right after doing Tai Chi or Qigong. And thank you guys. I'm Coach Jan.
Cut. Great.
Awesome. I intentionally went over a bit because I know that we did the beginning thing. I think that was like about 3 minutes and 40 seconds or 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think. I reset it, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sorry about that.
It's all right. You probably went over maybe 2 minutes extra.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, great. One done.
Amazing. I'm ready to jump to the next one.
Really? You want water or anything?
That would be a nice thing to do. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have a bottle or do you want me to grab one?
I have one, but it's over there. I'll grab one.
Thank you. Shannon, you good?
I'm ready.
Put this out here. Sit back on that. Oh man, I'm starting to get sore. I squatted heavy yesterday at the gym.
Oh.
I'm like getting sore just standing here.
Are you doing some good stretches?
I did the stretch.
Okay. Pretty much ready to jump in.
Okay. Yeah, take a minute. We didn't do any photos yet, but we could just keep going video and then do photos at the end.
We're doing the best for you guys. That wasn't here the whole time, was it?
Nope. I
Okay.
just put it there for you to step on.
Thank you.
Look, even just doing that one walk.
Wow.
Yeah. So, same thing. What's the next workout?
You guys want to do a 10-minute or you want to do what feels right to you?
It's up to you.
Okay, let's do, so something I do that's called like revving the engine. It combines a bunch of different exercises, a couple of which we just did. So, does that matter at all?
No.
Bring certain exercises back?
No,
Okay.
It's a different
Different.
video. Like, we're not going to watch them back to back.
Okay, cool. Unless they're really into it. Okay. All right, great.
Okay. I think we are ready. Let's, let me just double check things. Let's roll. Cool.
Any intro or just go right into it?
Same intro. So same, like you're doing a full intro again.
Oh, just full intro every time.
Yep. Because
Okay.
every video is a new video. It's like,
Cool.
it's not, they're not watching.
I wasn't sure if it was like a section of the app where it's like, here's Coach Jan, hey, here are videos. Okay.
There will be, but you know, the intention is when someone's using this, they're probably only going to select one.
Totally get it.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
We'll do an intro on all of them.
All right.
All right, Shannon, you good? Cameras are speedy, audio speedy. And in 3, 2.
Oh, just a question. Sorry. So the intro, should I consider that part of the 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 30.
I mean, you could go a minute or two over, it's fine, but your intro's not going to be more than 30 seconds. It's fine.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and in 3, 2.
Hey guys, I'm Coach Jan and welcome to MFA. I am the former team captain, coach of the U.S. Tai Chi Push Hands team, which is a grappling sport based on Tai Chi. So all the Tai Chi work that we're going to do here today has been pressure tested under intense competition. And I love sharing this stuff from that perspective because what we're going to do right now is called revving the engine. So let's get right to it. This revving the engine is going to allow us to feel more connected and more balanced when we're receiving and redirecting pressure. So the first thing we're going to do is get into our half horse stance. This half horse stance is going to be about shoulder width and a half apart. The feet are going to be about parallel. You don't have to be too strict, but it shouldn't be like all the way out. So here we're going to take our pubis bone, drop it down, and then lift it up as if it's pulling strings connected to the heels. So we're lifting just the pubis bone, but we're staying with the knees somewhat bent. We're going to take our fingers, tap our sternum, and collapse the sternum. And then we're going to lift it up, 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 as if a string is pulling it from the sky or from the ceiling. Then we're going to take our shoulders, and we're going to scrape the sky or ceiling. and tuck the shoulder blades in the back pocket. Then we're going to take our occiput right here, right at the base of the skull area. We're going to lift it as if it's pulling strings away from the heels also. So we're going to lift it up. And then we're going to imagine the crown, more specifically the structural crown, right back here, not the spiritual crown that you may do in meditation. Right back here. And we're going to lift it up. I'm going to use my hair as a little bit of a string. That imaginary string lifts you up, 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 up. And once you have this nice structure for yourself, you're going to allow yourself to feel like there's honey running down the structure. That honey is melting relaxation. So you've created the structure, and now you're relaxing internally within the structure, consciously, moving down, as if you're dangling from this imaginary string, and each vertebra is melting away from the next, from the last. And it keeps going down, and you should feel it. Allow yourself to feel it, going all the way even through the hips. The hips should feel like a bowl of water full to the brim, and they're slightly tilted over, so it starts to spill out the front just slightly. The relaxation keeps going down the legs, down the kneecaps, down through the ankles and heels into the ground, and from the mind, it's as if the mind goes through the heels like a nail into the ground. So the weight is mostly on the heels. From this posture, we're going to take our hands like we're meditating and then bring them together like a hollow fist. Not a full clenched fist, but just hollow. Inhaling deep into the lower dantian or second chakra. This area that's about 3 finger lengths or 2 inches below your belly button. We're going to focus in that area, and we're going to focus breathing there, giving the sensation of breath a color, with the tongue gently placed on the ceiling of the mouth, slight tension in the anus, and all the breathing in and out through the nose to help us regulate our breath. So nothing coming out of the mouth will remain closed the entire time during this exercise. Inhale deep, and exhale, let the pelvis rotate on the femur. Keep the weight on the heels. And then inhale, the breath pulls you to the side and up, eyes on the belly button, exhaling down. Inhaling up. Hips come forward, upper body goes back, exhaling down. Inhaling up, hips go forward, upper body goes back, exhaling down. Exhaling down. The breath should feel like a rope that you're climbing, so you're inhaling this color visualization. And I'll talk about this the entire time, visualizing your breath as a color, exhaling, releasing it. So you're climbing this visualized breath, and then releasing the visualized breath. And then we're going to reverse it, go the other direction. In traditional Chinese medicine, this exercise has specific health benefits, including redirecting heat trapped in the chest cavity. So it's really helpful when you're stressed, maybe even a little congested. Again, it's called Dragon Whips Its Head. I do it about 6 times each side. And this is an exercise from the 8 pieces of brocade, which is another video set that we have on here as well. We're going to drop the hands down. We're going to inhale up. Breath lifts the wrists. We're going to exhale, wash the breath to the palms and fingertips. We're going to inhale, draw the breath in. And we're going to exhale, let the fingers float down as if the fingers are touching the back of our body. This is called an attention circuit. This will help you with being able to feel inside your body and be able to deepen your touch when you touch another person. To feel inside someone else's body. Very important. So we're taking the attention wherever we are here, that's where we are on the back of our body. So the fingers are facing upward. I'm focusing on my upper neck, and I'm going to allow my fingers, wherever they are, to melt the tension on that area of the body. Keep going down. Upper back, middle back, lower back, the hips, the buttocks, the backs of the legs, behind the kneecaps, the calves, the ankles, the heels into the ground. This is going to help massively with proprioception. Looking internally, being able to see inside the body, your own body, and then being able to direct that skill into other people's bodies, which is again massive for grappling, massive for healing, massive for a lot of things. So we're going to inhaling up, exhale, wash out. You can think of it as an empathy tool, and especially if you're a martial artist, strategically utilizing empathy. Massive concepts that we do on the US Taiji push hands team. So anywhere in the back of the body, the fingers are softening at that level. Back of the hips, back of the legs, behind the kneecaps, the calves, the ankles, the heels into the ground. Inhaling up, exhale. Inhale, breath pulls the wrist back. Now we're going to direct the fingers as if they're inside the body, facing forward. So as if my hands are inside my head and softening the area that the same level that the fingers are on. So wherever the fingers are pointing, the forehead softening from the inside, behind the eyes, the face, lips, the throat. Behind the rib cage, intercostal muscles, softening. Behind the abdominal wall, softening. The groin, softening. Down, down, down the legs, down the shins, down the feet. Inhaling up. Exhale out. Again, as if the fingers are behind the skin, behind the musculature. Softening, keep going down. At every level, wherever your fingers are, that's where you're relaxing inside the body. Inhaling up. And now we're going to do it as if we're in the center line of the body. The center line awareness should feel as if from this string that we're lifting up, the body, the center line itself, the awareness is almost like a pillar of light. And all of the bones and muscles, veins, etc. are wrapped around this pillar like vines. So as we go down, it's as if we're relaxing. The fingers are spreading out from this pillar of light and softening all of the organs. So we soften the brain, soften down the vocal cords, the trachea, the esophagus, softening in the stomach, softening the intestines. We're picturing in our mind each of the organs as we do this. The spleen, the liver, the kidneys, the bladder, all the way down the reproductive organs, even through the bone marrow, going down the legs into the ground. One more time. Breath lifts the wrists, inhaling up. Exhale, wash the breath through the palms of the fingertips, pushing it out. Inhale, the breath pulls only the wrists back like strings. That means that your elbows stay down. And then exhale, softening in the brain, relaxing the eyeballs, relaxing the vocal cords, throat, all the way down, softening even in the heart, relaxing all the way down, even through the spinal cord. Keep going down, all the organs, through the bone marrow, down, down, down. Inhaling up. Exhale, wash the breath through the palm of your fingertips. Inhale, gather. The breath will pull through your arms into the belly. That means the color visualization moves like a vehicle driving to your belly. We're giving the attention to vehicle through this color visualization. Inhale. This is called golden tortoise. The pelvis rotates on the femur. The weight stays on the heels. And just so you can see from the side, my back is going to become parallel. Chest parallel to the ground, back flat like a table, eyes looking straight down, elbows on my eye line. When I'm in this posture, my abdomen is slightly activated to help structure my posture. My weight stays on the heels and the knees stay bent. I'm going to inhale into the belly. And I'm going to exhale, wash the color down the legs. Inhaling into the belly. Exhale, washing the color through the lung. Strengthening the lungs. So you're programming that color visualization with the intention to strengthen. Inhaling deep. Exhale, wash the color visualization down the arms to the hands. Inhale deep. And exhale wherever you want to gain strength in the body. Inhale, open the hands up. Exhale, reaching through the legs, crossing the arms, and then uncrossing them. So that means that at one point, they're going to come out like this. The hands are behind you, and you're going to lift the collarbone and reestablish the posture. Oftentimes when people reach, they're going to reach through here and bend the back. So that's okay if that happens as long as you lift your collarbone and reestablish that posture. Inhale deep, and exhale, wash the color through the entire body like a radar, scanning the body. Inhaling deep. Exhale, do it again, and scan this time for any dark patches or cold areas or areas that are too hot. Anything that feels out of alignment, out of balance. Inhale deep. And if you've identified those areas, exhale, wash the color to those areas and give them instructions. If it's too dark, fill it up with light. If it's hot, feel the area disperse the heat and cool down. If it's cold, fill the area with heat and balance it out with the body. Inhaling deep. Exhale and wash the hands down. Inhale, breath lifts the wrists. Wrists lift the body. Exhale, wash here. And by this time, your legs might be burning a bit. So we're going to take a moment. That exercise, again, was golden tortoise from the 12 yin set of Qigong, which is like weightlifting for intention in the Wu style of Tai Chi. We're going to inhale, draw the breath up the leg, and we're going to let the leg relax here, exhaling out, kicking. The breath visualization is pushing through the leg. We're relaxing the muscles so we can feel the blood cascade down. So there's the exhalation, the visualization, and the relaxation so the blood cascades through the muscle. This is called a flash relaxation. It's a very important skill to develop. Draw the breath up like you're reeling in a fishing line, up the leg into the belly, and then exhale, kicking out the color visualization, relaxing the musculature so you can feel the blood cascade down. All of this is happening at once to help you push the mind through the limbs. And then we'll take a moment and sit. If you don't need to take the break, next time you can skip that, but it's still really healthy for you to practice these flash relaxations. They're incredibly helpful, especially if you're in the grappling arts, of being able to suddenly drop weight, to suddenly move pressure in various directions, to aim and fire pressure in a relaxed way. This exercise is the second exercise in the 12 yin set of Qigong. Again, that's like weightlifting for intention. They're highly isolated Qigong exercises that are very important in the Tai Chi system, 1/3 of the Tai Chi system, in fact. We're going to inhale and draw the breath down into the belly, gather the breath here, and exhale, wash the breath down the arms to the palms and fingertips. The circuit that we're creating is with our eyes open. Your eyes can be focused into the distance. You can oscillate between something that's closer to you and farther away to help train the eyeballs. The weight is washing mostly down the inside of the legs. And remember, in these postures, you can always feel free to reset your posture, dropping the pubis, lifting it up as if it's pulling straight from the heels. Lift the shoulders up, or sternum up first. Shoulders up, drop the shoulder blades down, occiput up. And then from here, take the shoulder blades, which are pulled down and back, and push them forward so that the shoulder blades disappear into the upper back. So my shoulder blades here, tucked in. Now I want it to disappear and have all this be smooth on the back. This is called opening the valves. Some people call it closing the valves, but the point here is that every Tai Chi system has a version of doing this to help the circulation in the arms surge. So the more sensitive you become, the more you might start to feel circulation increasing at your fingertips and your palms. In fact, almost every Tai Chi system believes that their way is the ideal way to do it. And they're all good. They're all different. And if you play the sport of Tai Chi push hands, which is grappling, you'll find that every one of them has its own value at a certain time. Here in the Wu style, we're going to keep the arms like blades. That means there's an imaginary line between the middle finger and the elbow. And the elbows are as if there are weights hanging on them, and they're aiming right at the ground. So if you find yourself like this, we're going to soften here, which is going to help soften the shoulder, which is going to help the circulation going to the palms and fingertips. Move that much more readily. Again, every breath is coordinated with breathwork visualization. So we're drawing the breath into the belly. It's gathering, it's exhaling, coming up through the shoulder blade and pushing out through the hard part of the arms, to the palm, to the upper part and the fingertips. I will often stay here for at least 6 breaths, and then we level it up and go onto our toes and sink and sit. At least 6 breaths here as well. I also recommend keeping a gentle inward smile while you're doing any of these exercises. This inward smile is really meant just for you. There's all these amazing physiological effects when we smile. It's very gentle, inward, and my Tai Chi teacher used to say that eventually you want all of your cells to smile, which is a lofty goal. But it's also a very precise formula of programming the body to feel a certain way. And we start with this beautiful, wonderful smile just for you. We turn the palms up now. This is called holding the golden bowl. So this is embracing the one. This is holding the golden bowl. This is the 3rd exercise from the 12 yin set of Qigong in the Wu style of Tai Chi. The breath work changes here to what's called big orbit breathing. Remember the slight tension in the anus and the tongue on the ceiling of the mouth. Now we're going to be inhaling, drawing the breath from the toes to the top of the head as you inhale like a tidal wave. The awareness moves up And then as you exhale, it goes from the top of the head to the heels. However, I will give you this note. If you are already doing breath work that is telling you to go up the back of the body and then exhaling down the front, definitely do that and don't switch it up, meaning just reverse what I'm about to say. So I'm going to inhale up the front and down the back, but if you're already breathing up the back, down the front for other training that you do, please keep that and just keep doing your big orbit in either direction. Don't switch them up. So I'm inhaling up front and my awareness moves up. It's as if I have a camera and my camera is placed on the ground where my toes are, looking from the inside of the body outward. And I just lift it up, 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 up. The camera comes up here and I exhale, the camera washes down the back. Perspective washing down the back as if I'm a waterfall. Inhale up like a tidal wave. Exhale down the back like a waterfall. If you're a grappler or into any of those sports, notice that you have two underhooks here. And if you ever notice anything about my hands, I actually have scar tissue from birth. I never turn my palms all the way over, so your palms should be facing upward. Inhaling up, exhaling down the back. Inhaling up the front, exhaling down the back. Again, the idea of softening the shoulder blades so that they push forward. It's going to help to give you that extra power, oftentimes overlooked, especially for boxers, but also for grapplers, pushing forward. Also massively helpful in weightlifting. Now we're going to go on the toes for about 6 breaths. Gentle smile inward. And drop it down. Inhale deep. Exhale. And we're going to bring one hand behind the back, the other hand in front. The hand and foot from the side, same hand and same foot. Eyes looking at the palm like a mirror, especially the middle finger. And then when we exhale, we're going to show the mirror. We're going to come forward into what's called an A-frame. This A-frame is going to have an imaginary line from the top of the head to the back heel. So notice that I have that line here. And then I have toe, knee, nose alignment. Like Tony knows, because Tony's a great guy. Toe, knee, nose alignment. From here, I'm going to inhale, scoop. Like I'm knocking snow off the top of a car. And exhale, pushing the breath out. Inhale, scooping. Inhale even deeper, 2-stage inhalation. Exhale, washing out. So stage 1 inhalation is as if I'm pulling color into my belly down the arm. And then stage 2, I'm inhaling even deeper, pulling the color across my body, pulling weight across my body very gently, like my fingers are suction cups. And I exhale. Turn the mirror, show the mirror, throwing the weight out. Inhale, scooping. Inhale even deeper. This exercise can be done on its own, and also is the first exercise in Tai Chi push hands. So if you have a partner, you'll just connect your wrists and you'll both be doing the same thing. But this exercise will help you massively in the extension, and it's also really wonderful for feigning overcommitment. So if you're into wrestling or grappling, the idea of bringing your body too far forward and being able to have your weight disrupted. But this back heel, this A-frame, helps you to feign overcommitment and is really wonderful in counter wrestling. to switch sides. Inhale deep, exhale. Notice that the back foot is straight as well, rather than at 45 degrees. If you want more work, stability work, etc., you're going to keep this back foot parallel to the front foot. That means that both feet are going to be as if you're standing on two beams, shoulder width apart. In fact, the weight is so far back, or so deeply connected to the back leg, that you should be able to lift the front leg without disrupting your stance. So you're going to exhale, shift away from the front to the back, palm like a mirror, show the mirror. And when you push in Tai Chi push hands, you're not just pushing with the hand, you're using the entire surface area of the arm as leverage points. So wherever your opponent touches on the body becomes a leverage point. Inhale, scoop. Inhale even deeper. Exhale. Tai Chi push hands is also known as Tuishou. So if you ever want to do your own research on that, or on the US Tai Chi push hands team, you may also find it under the name Tuishou. Inhale, even deeper, exhale. Inhale, scoop. Remember, take this toe, lift it up. The reason we're lifting the toe up is so that the weight fully transfers to the back leg. If you were to keep the foot down, notice what happens here. Even if I try to force myself to stay back, my body slightly comes forward, which means that my weight doesn't fully transfer to the back. And there's a time for that, to keep the foot down, but for this particular training, you're allowing yourself to fully transfer the weight. And again, you should be able to lift that foot up. So here we're sliding the full surface area of the arm forward. We're keeping the elbow down, which keeps the shoulder relaxed, which keeps you more flexible. And this also becomes a martial guard-like position, or inhaling, scooping, inhale even deeper. So it's both a leverage point and a protective guard for strikes, etc. Again, I do recommend, if you're interested in push hands, to research what I'm saying, because there's a lot of details that need to be seen to understand why these movements are the way that they are. Inhale deep, exhale. So this is a pressure redirection discipline, push hands. And this Qigong, Neigong style exercise that we're doing right now essentially helps to prepare you for one particular single-handed push hands game. There are many different balance games that you can play with these techniques, all of which are massive as foundational tools to help you with all different types of movement disciplines, martial arts, sports, and otherwise, and just navigating the world on a daily basis. If it wasn't for Tai Chi, I really don't know how I'd be able to move through the world. It's definitely been instrumental in my understanding of physical reality. And I've been fortunate because I grew up in a Tai Chi family. So, exhaling down, we're going to finish up. If we were in person, I would connect you with partners and do push hands now. But right now, we're going to focus directly on uplifting heaven. If you watch the Ape Arcade video on this app, you'll find a very detailed breakdown of this particular exercise, as well as other foundational Qigong exercises. But here, what we're really doing is keeping our feet parallel, an imaginary string lifting us from the top of the head, as for all of our exercises. And the breath lifts the wrists first, then exhale, wash the color out, the breath color out. Inhale, slurping it into the fingertips, into the belly, exhaling down, inhaling up, and exhaling out. Breathing formula 2, inhale even deeper, intensify the breath, exhaling down, inhaling up, stretch onto the toes, out of the hips, out of the shoulders, exhale. Breathing formula 3, inhale up, exhale, wash the color out. Inhale, stage 1. Intensify the breath even deeper, stage 2. Even deeper, more intense, stage 3 inhalation. exhale. And now we're going to move on to the 4-stage inhalation, which is actually one big breath with 4 stages. Stage 1, inhale deeper. Stage 2, deeper 3, deeper 4. And the exhalation is now as long as, if not longer, than the inhalation. Washing the breath as the color down the arms and down the legs, like there's sunlight in the belly. Washing it out. One more. And that's what I call revving the engine. So really, really important stuff to do to start the day, especially if you're going to do any more pressure type of exercises, meaning that if you're going to work with a partner, the partner's going to be pressing on you, moving you, etc. This is going to help you get into the zone to work with partners. So I love this stuff. I'm sharing it. I'm Coach Jan again. I'll see you soon.
All right. Great.
Awesome.
How do you feel?
Feel great. Got some water, and then you can jump into the.
Another 20, another 10.
Yeah. Like the 10 is going to be the easiest one. It's going to be a little bit.
Knock that out of the end. All almost done.
All right. Good. Still running. So, because I've been working on this Higgsfield AI stuff, like the AI VFX in there are like amazing. Would you mind, before we're done, one of you guys or both of you guys giving me a stunt punch? And I'll just take the punch, take the hit over there. Because I can turn it into a whole scene. It's like amazing.
Yeah, like I want one punch, turn it into a whole scene.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool. Like it's you know, we've been capturing, like I said, we have like thousands of hours of footage, and that's why we're like doing this feature. It's like, okay, we've got a lot of stuff here, and just to be able to, like, our latest, literally across the street, like earlier last year, late last year, like in November, we shot. I was at like a influencer meetup, and like there was a bunch of folks in the room, and I shot a bunch of scenes on my cell phone vertically. And one of them was with Zeta Zhang, who's like a WWE pro wrestler, and another Sarah Haskell, who's like she does like pepper spray. She's got like a whole pepper spray business. And so I saw a fight scene between them, and I was like, huh, I'm not sure where to use this, but I know when we use it, and we used it in our latest like short film, and I was able to expand from a white wall, expand the footage horizontally, and then change the background to another location we shot on, which was like a construction site, and that and it, you know, worked seamlessly in the video. I was just like, man, this is amazing. And so just knowing that I can essentially put everybody in the same location, in the same room, is awesome. And the fact that this looks so Dark Knight-esque, I'm just like, man, I definitely got to take a hit here. And then like escape.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cool space.
Okay, ready. Yeah, I'm just going to run to the restroom real quick. Let me pause this. Pausing.
I mean, it's 11 o'clock, so we've got 2 more to do. You got time.
Pause. Okay. Trying to figure out how to pause here, guys. Just one second. Oh, there it is. Pause. There. Unable to pause. Okay. All right. All right, guys. So we're in the middle of this shoot, Taiji shoot, and I'm just running to the restroom. It's pretty cool in here. We're at Flashbox Studios. We're right across from Grindhouse LA. So shout out to Emil and Grindhouse and the whole fam. And I'm gonna put you right here in front of this director seat, or this talent seat, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run to the restroom.
Taiji today, actually. Oh, right. Yeah, just fitness stuff. Yeah, it's very short. What are you guys going to shoot here?
We're looking between this stage and the one next door.
Yeah, the one next door is cool. It's so much bigger.
Dude, it's massive. It's like an electronic trio.
I like this space because of the great walls. I think these are really different vibes. So is that shot of that one? And I mean, it's like the blackout's cool if you want that look. But, you know, on camera like this, that's such a cool look with the gray walls.
Yeah. You get the green texture too.
Yeah.
They do a good job with the texture.
Yeah. Did you guys see how the lights work and all that? So it's all like a control panel and they have different, you know, like they have songs and then they have colors and all yeah. They have the same setup.
All right, guys, we're back. Thanks for being patient. Look at this. Ooh, we're doing a light show. Hey guys, how you doing?
How are you?
I'm Jan.
I'm Julian. Nice to meet
Pleasure.
you. We're just looking at the
location
space.
scout, so
Nice.
good timing because we
Look
just
at that.
finished the workout. So.
You know, break.
That's cool.
I mean, this is cool.
We can kind of switch it up.
You're down to throw that punch?
What's that?
You're down to throw that punch?
What kind of punch do you want?
Like, just like a bolo? Yeah, literally just like, God, I'll just take it at the ground. You'd be like, where are they?
Sure, whatever you want.
No pressure,
I
too.
don't want to hurt you.
I can also totally like, just, react to it and place somebody in there too. So like, I don't want to put pressure on you, but
It's fine. We'll figure it out.
okay.
Do it when we're done.
Okay, cool. Thank you. when you guys did the color, I just like flipped out. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's cool.
Are you in LA? Are you in LA?
I'm in Orange County.
Oh, nice, cool.
We're both down south.
Nice. Now, am I correct that Orange County is the home of the best Chinese food?
Is it?
Is it? Is that is this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the correction.
That's Chinese.
Thank you.
Nice.
I was in San Francisco.
Really?
Yeah.
San Francisco is pretty delightful.
Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Orange County has really good Vietnamese food. So you go to an area in Fountain Valley called Little Saigon. Have you been there much? There's some really good Vietnamese.
Fountain Valley.
Yeah, it's called the area is called Little Saigon. I was just up there Sunday because you know that train in Orange County that you can ride on top of. Have you seen that little model train in the park? It's like this thing. There's a model train in Orange County that you can ride on. They do it. They open it every once a month.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a volunteer thing. They like build model trains and ride them.
That's cool.
Like a model train.
Like literally a model train.
Oh
My son loved it.
When is it open?
Once a month.
Is it like this weekend or once a month? Oh my gosh.
Like it's literally a model train you ride.
That's so crazy.
Oh, this is so good.
And it's free. But like it's so funny. I mean, look at these guys there. They just love doing model trains.
Wow. That's so funny. So they just built it for the community? That's cool.
Wow. Like how far is that from LA? This model train.
It's in like Costa Mesa area.
I don't know this.
Okay, so not that far.
Oh really? Okay, cool.
It wouldn't be that far. Where is it? Fairview Park.
You're from New York?
Born and raised.
Wow, that's cool.
LA's a different place for you then.
That question sounded very, very much like a New Yorker. Did I do it again?
That's fine. I just want to double check. Okay. here it's 15 minutes.
50. From literally right here.
From here, yeah.
So is that north, south?
South. So it'd be an hour from LA, basically.
Okay.
Or 50 minutes, yeah. It's kind of south of Santa Ana. Yeah.
How long have you been in LA?
I came out in 2012 and went back in 2016 and came back out in 2020.
Okay.
So came back out during the pandemic and it was the lifestyle out here felt less disrupted at the very least from the lifestyle in New York,
which is crazy because LA felt disrupted, so I moved to Orange County.
Yeah.
Because I was in LA for so long, I was like, oh man, LA's shutting down, and we had our daughter a week before lockdown started.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we were like, we're done. We already wanted to move anyway, so it's kind of like the kick.
Wow.
That got us out. But yeah, LA's so cool. Orange County's nice.
I was traveling every other week to see my son between New York and LA.
Yeah.
And so once I couldn't travel, it was just like, you know, if he's in LA and I'm in New York, I just gotta be here.
You gotta be here.
And so that was awesome. Like being here with them, it was just like, but in New York, people were like, you know, washing
They were doing
groceries.
It was kind of crazy.
It was just really
The difference between Orange County and LA during the pandemic was like, you know?
Yeah, because we were in Orange County till July, or no, sorry, in LA till July, and we left. And then we went to Orange County, and it was like a night and day difference. Like the community, like, actually went outside and hung out with each other. Like, it was a completely different vibe.
You were outside in LA, you're like, what are you doing? Don't you care about other people? Like, go get inside, like, put your mask up, double up. We were like, oh man.
It was
you go
wild.
to Orange County, and everyone's just outside, and it was way different.
Pandemic was bizarre.
Yeah.
It was a weird time. But I'm sure coming from New York, it was even more intense out there.
You know, one thing I wish that everyone kept was that at 7 o'clock every day, people would applaud, like, first responders.
Yeah.
And we should do that all the time.
Of course.
Like, every single day, we should have applause for humanity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. People that keep you safe and...
Yeah, hey, thank you, everyone. Like, I was like one of the last people, like, still clapping. There was, like, one other person in the other building, like, hitting their pot. And I was just like, I think we've lost them.
Yeah,
It was weird. I was working for a shoe company, and they were located in China, and so, you know, everything hit there first. And so I'm getting emails from the rep, and she's like, yeah, things are shutting down here, it's getting really crazy. And I'm like, oh wow, that's so crazy. It hadn't hit us yet, you know? And then I just never heard from them again, and then it hit us, and I was like, oh wow. And then even after, I never heard from them again, so I was like, I wonder what happened.
Maybe they folded, they just stopped doing business.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
20 minute?
A 20-minute single leg reduced stand-up. One leg for 20 minutes would be great.
Are you really?
Yeah. Or we're gonna alternate every 10 seconds.
Oh, not just one leg.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes per leg.
All right, let's do it. Let's roll. And we're speeding. And in 3, 2.
Hey guys, I'm Coach Jan, and welcome to MFA. I am the former captain and coach of the U.S. Tai Chi push hands team, which is the grappling side of Tai Chi. And I love sharing Tai Chi from the pressure-tested perspective of the Tai Chi World Cup competition, where I have 2 world championships. So everything we're about to do right now is going to increase your strength and your balance. And we're going to stand on one leg for 20 minutes. And what I really mean by that is that we're going to alternate every few seconds between legs, and it's going to build a massive amount of control, and it's wonderful, and let's get right to it. When we start, I always like starting with structural clarity first, which means that before we jump on one leg, we're going to drop the pubis bone down, and we're going to lift it up as if we're pulling strings attached to the pubis bone, connected to the heels. That means you're going to allow the pelvis to rotate on the femur, you're going to pull the pubis bone up, and you're going to have that structure. Now we're going to tap the sternum, like we're going to sleep, collapsing. Then you're going to lift the sternum up as if a string is lifting you from the ceiling or the sky. Then we're going to take the shoulders, lift them up, scrape the ceiling or the sky, and drop the shoulder blades in the back pocket. And then we're going to take the occiput right here at the base of the skull, and we're going to lift it away from the heels as if you're pulling straight from the heels. And then finally, you're going to take an imaginary string, lifting you from the top of the structural crown. Spiritual crown here, structural crown here. We're going to lift up from the structural crown as if you're being pulled upward from the heavens. And then from that sense of lift, you're going to allow, like honey melting down a guitar string, with the sense of relaxation to go down inside the body. That means you just created a structure externally and internally. You're melting unnecessary tension away. And what that looks and feels like is as if you're moving your awareness like a camera through your body, and you're looking at the top of the vertebra, and you start moving down the vertebra as if each one is melting away from the next. And you're going to use your intention, allowing that sense of relaxation. You're going to use your breath, exhaling and deepening the sense of relaxation as you feel like you're being lifted and the vertebrae are extending down, like an opening up an accordion. You're going to allow this to go all the way through the hips. The hips should feel like a bowl of water that is full to the brim, and it's slightly tilted forward so the water starts to pour out here just slightly. And you keep on going down with the awareness, this camera-like awareness through your kneecaps. The knees are neither locked straight nor are they bent. They're right in between. You keep going down to the ankles, and the mind goes through the heel of each foot like a nail. For this exercise, for this set, I haven't said this in the other videos, there's 3 nails on the feet, but we've only talked about one in the other videos, which is the heel. 2 others are on the ball of the foot and the big toe. So you have the 3 nails of Taiji going into the ground. Heel, ball of the foot, big toe, all on the inside of the foot. Again, that's going to look like 1, 2, 3. We're going to focus mostly on the heel, but for this exercise, for this set, we're going to use all of them. We're going to do an uplifting heaven, which you'll find more details on in some of my other videos here. Exhale, wash the breath out. The mouth will remain closed, the tongue is on the ceiling of the mouth. Slight tension in the anus, all the breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, draw the breath as a color in, give the sensation of breathing a color, whatever intuitively comes to you. It gathers in the belly like a sun, like a star getting brighter and brighter in the belly, and then exhale, wash that color down the arms and down the legs. This is just how we wake ourselves up, and I recommend doing this in the morning, right when you wake up, in the evening, just before you go to sleep. Additionally, this is something that we would do in between rounds for competition to whip the awareness right back to your center line. Very important. Now we're going to start on one leg, opening up 45 degrees from one leg. That means that the feet are parallel in the posture that we've just been doing, and we're going to open one foot up. We're going to exhale and allow our structure, pelvis rotating on the femur, and all the pressure melting down from one hip into the other groin, to the crease of the groin, and then washing that pressure down the inside of the leg from the heel, and then the ball of the foot, and then the big toe. When we touch the big toe, it's like a button that activates our inhalation, and we lift one foot up. This is called golden rooster. The thigh should be parallel to the ground. This leg is slightly bent. The same leg and same hand are up. Other hand is directly in front of the lower dantian, which is the second chakra, the orange one in yoga. 3 finger lengths are 2 inches below the belly button. And notice that the heel, hand, and hand are all on one line. We'll stay here for about 10 breaths. 10 seconds. And then we'll switch, exhaling down, heel, ball of foot, big toe. So the back hip melts into the groin, heel, ball of foot, big toe, and that big toe activates. this structure. While you're here, imagine a string lifts you up to the top of the head. As you inhale, pull the breath as it colored through the soft part, the inside of the arms and legs, into the belly of the lower dantian. As you exhale, let that color wash out down the hard part, the outside of the arms and legs, through the palms, fingertips, and feet. Switch legs, and now we're switching to another exercise. We're going to reach across the body like we're grabbing, and we're going to kick and push. If you do Muay Thai, if you kickboxing, etc., and you know about sweeps, you think about catching a leg and kicking someone out. But here, we're gently grabbing, and we're pushing, kicking across. I will go on the middle finger of the palm hand. The other hand is a crane fist here. The posture, you gently relax into it, and this big toe is going to turn and point toward the palm, the kicking hand, which should give you that nice little hooking foot. Some of you may also notice this posture from dancing Shiva, if you've ever seen those statues of the deity. And then we're going to switch to the other side. Opening up the foot, heel, ball foot, big toe. This hip melting into the groin, grabbing, and inhale, pulling, kicking. I have the middle finger. Gentle crane fist. Do your best to feel the work happening. And dropping down. Gentle grab. Inhale, pull across the body. And this is a sweep. Notice that the foot is not touching the ground at all, but it's sweeping off the ground. A gentle pull on your opponent's shoulder, and a gentle press on their rib cage or hip to agree with the sweep. But we're doing this Taiji style. So if you play judo, that's great. Here, gentle. Notice that my palm, almost like a crane fist, is facing my shoulder. So it's aligned with my shoulder. My other hand is right in front of my lower dantian or solar plexus area, right in between. And my hand and my foot are on the same center line. So my hand is on the center line here. This is sweeping just across the center line. And I sit. Switch sides. When switching, I immediately go to parallel. So my foot touches down in the parallel position so I can shift my weight, structure, gentle grab on the shoulder, gentle press and sweep. And down. Now we're going to inhale up and lift the leg as high as you can. You can go parallel, that's great. Reach the hands up, reach the arm forward. And think about the breath coming up while staying structured and centered. Exhaling down. Same thing on the other side. Inhaling up, 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 up. Exhaling down. We're going to continue to exhale down. And inhale, kick the heel back. When we kick the heel back, I'll do the other one from this side. kicking it back, dropping the chest. Do your best to keep the hips parallel. Feel the extension between the arms and fingertips. Inhaling up, 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 up. Inside. We're going to exhale and choose the leg. Remember, even if you're parallel, feel the hip, crease of the hip, all the way go down that crease, down into the ground. Inhale, kick the heel back. Keep checking on your hips. And notice with this exercise, we're doing this with the knee bent. So we're going to do it again just so you can see that the knee is slightly bent first in this first variation. This is helpful at mimicking a hip toss, a big reaping hip toss. Reaping out the back leg, lifting up the hip, dropping it down. There's also a variation where we'll lock the leg. So there's value for both, especially from a martial combative standpoint. Now we're going to inhale up. Here, we're inhaling through these three fingers on each hand. Index, middle finger, thumb. The other fingers, ring finger and pinky fingers, are going to be very relaxed, like they're catching. Catching fingers, or the yin fingers than the yang fingers. This is from inverted breathing Taiji. And switch sides. Heel, ball of the foot, big toe. So that's a 1, 2, 3. We're going to do another variation from the Wu style of Tai Chi. We're going to have the hands like a frame here. Arms like a frame, turning the waist, nose, elbow, wall. Or whatever's the distance. This frame is on top of the head, with the fingers, elbows out. All of this is protection, pressure being redirected and washing off. Exhaling down, 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 down. Placing the foot parallel already, because we want the foot straight, we shift the weight. Heel, ball, foot, big toe, inhaling up. You always feel free to catch yourself. Turn the waist. Dropping down. From here, we're going to do the 7-star position, which you may have seen in other exercises. We're kicking the foot across. Here, the idea is that one hand's extended outward. The foot is kicking across 45 degrees behind you, and the hand is pressing forward as if we're doing the push hands exercise, pressing forward. Going as deep as you can. Sometimes I'm really training this on a regular basis. I can almost get my thigh to my chest, but I haven't done that in a while. So we're just going to kick it here. And you want to be able to soften the elbow, soften the shoulder, and really feel the circulation. Inhaling to the belly. Exhale, pushing the breath as it colors the palms and fingertips, specifically here. Inhale, coming up, 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 up. Exhale. And remember, it's not about how deep you go with these exercises. It's more so about how much stability can you maintain while you're in these postures. And allowing yourself the ability to correct yourself, to make adjustments, to go gently and gradually deeper. We're going to inhale up and cover the head. Like I'm amateur boxer, fingers at the top of the forehead and the elbow touching the knee, toe in. Switch sides, exhaling down, 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 heel, ball of foot, big toe, and then inhale up. Inhaling through the fingers and the toes. We're going to open up here. From the side, you'll see it here. Weight is on the back foot. And we're going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You can also adjust the breath to inhale, opening up, exhale on the twist. Inhale, opening up, exhale on the twist. It's very easy to get lured in by the sense of momentum with this twist. But we actually want to control the sense of momentum and feel the momentum wants to happen, and it is happening, but we're not allowing the hands to just drop to create it. Instead, we're allowing gravity to drop us down and our breath to pull us back up. Slowing ourselves down, speeding up the perception, and allowing us to carry the momentum right all the way through the collarbone upward. Even though the breath is focused in the lower dantian, we're opening up here. Exhaling down. Inhaling, opening up, 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 up. Feel the momentum carry gently. You really want to feel the subtlety of the pressure of momentum. Switching sides. Again, you can inhale up when you're open. Agree with the posture in the lungs. Exhaling. Agree with the twist and let the breath out. Do your best to keep the weight off the other toe. And only touching it down is a counterbalance to understand where you're at. Feel the waist open, the chest open. And here we're going to finish up with a very classic Tai Chi move here. And it's a gentle brush knee palm press. Switching the legs, exhaling down. Inhaling up as you switch. Exhale. Notice that the hand and the waist are all in the elbow, twisting, spiraling forward. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhale, sink and sit. It's as if you're removing some pressure and delivering a press. Clearing something and pressing. As you inhale, you should almost feel like a marionette, where the breath lifts the wrists. Exhaling, dropping everything down. Do your best to minimize how much time is on both legs, meaning that you're really allowing yourself to spend more time on a single leg versus that transition that I just did, right? Through here. So just allow that transition to be swift, smooth. And to finish up, uplifting heaven. Two more. With an exercise like this, I highly recommend inhaling up, exhale down, just slapping up the body, up the soft part of the body on the inside, down the hard part of the body on the outside. Soft part, hard part. Over the shoulders, and down the back. And just let the breath settle. Two more breaths. Just the fingers come up. This is called ocean of blood returns to the source. I hope you enjoy it. I'm Coach Jan. See you soon.
Great. Cut. Cut. 10 minutes.
Nice.
Want some water?
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Let's see if this is still operational. It is. It is still operational. Wonderful. Look at that. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Dude, are you capturing this behind
Yeah,
the scenes?
I'll send it to you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll just make sure to take it before you leave.
Thank you.
This is... Yeah, just find something that you want.
Gonna do it?
It's okay.
I think I pulled some sort of sharp thing too from the ground. Thank you. Sort of sharp pebble. Let's see. I definitely felt it. So,
Where do you live in LA?
Los Feliz?
And you for 4 years.
Oh, so I do Jane Gould, Taiji bone setting,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you, structural realignment. And our office is in Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
So if you ever want to, it's like skeletal brushing for
Yeah.
bones, ligaments, and joints. Just imagine like brushing your hair except for bones, ligaments, and joints.
Interesting.
It's pretty amazing stuff.
Huh.
Like I went over to a friend's house on Saturday. He called me up to give me some stunt gear, and I was like, "Oh!" And he's like in his late 70s or so. And he had some knee challenges, and he's been wearing a brace. So I was just like, "Hey man, let me just fix that for you real quick." And he took off the brace. He's good.
Really?
Yeah.
You got it. Cool. All right. 10 minutes.
All right.
Save the hardest for last.
This is the fun one that you should do with your kids. This is fun.
Okay. Great. Let's roll cameras.
Okay.
All right. And in 3, 2.
Hey guys, I'm Coach Jan. Welcome to MFA, and I am the former captain and team coach of the U.S. Taiji push hands team. And let me just start like that. Sorry. Team coach team. Team.
Good.
Thank you.
And in 3, 2, go for it.
Welcome to MFA. I'm Coach Jan, former team captain and coach of the U.S. Taiji push hands team. Tai Chi push hands is the grappling side of Tai Chi, and it allows you to pressure test a lot of these principles of balance. And one of the most amazing things that I've ever learned is called the Tai Chi poem. And little kids learn it in China, and it's such a wonderful, wonderful thing to share with your children and to just allow you to walk around with a 30-second Tai Chi form and just do it anywhere at any time, and it's really fun to share. So I'm going to share it with you right now. So this, we're going to go over it in detail today, but you can learn it really fast. And it looks like this. You have a big watermelon, you cut it in half, you give half to her, but she doesn't want it. So you give half to him, but he doesn't want it. So, eat it all by yourself. Nom, 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 nom. And that's it, that's the whole form. However, there's a lot of technical stuff happening in here, so we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the breath work, the visualization, and the technical balance work that'll help you get stronger and also help you teach this. So distribute this as much as you can. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to structure our bodies. So the feet are about 45 degrees out with the heels together. We're going to drop with the pelvis rotating on the femur, drop here, and then lifting up, lifting the pubis up as if it's pulling strings from the heel. Then we're going to do the same thing, collapsing the sternum. Notice that I tap my sternum just to remind me where it is. And then lifting the sternum as if a string is lifting it from the sky. What we're doing here is establishing some really basic good posture. Then we're going to take our shoulders, lift it up, scrape the ceiling with the shoulders or the sky, and we're going to tuck the shoulder blades in the back pocket. And then we're going to take the occiput, which is the base of the skull, right here. And we're going to lift this away from the heels, as if we're pulling strings away from the heels also. And then we're going to go to our structural crown, which is right up here. The difference between the spiritual crown and the structural crown. We're going to lift right here, the top of the vertebra going upward, up, 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 up. And imaginary string's going to hold us up there. So from this good, quote-unquote, posture, we're then going to add some depth, some density to our awareness. And this is part of how you train proprioception, ability to see internally in your body, and to also be able to project that awareness into others. So really important stuff. So we're lifting up here, and we're going to allow the sensation of relaxation to wash down like it's honey. Just honey melting through the body. That relaxation is going to be directed. So, for example, we're going to have the mind like a camera going through each vertebra. At every level that we're seeing the vertebra, we're instructing it to melt any tension away. Lifting up. Relaxation going down. And it should feel as if the body is being dangled from the string above your head, and each vertebra melts, 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 gets farther away from the last, all the way down to the hips, and the hips should feel like a bowl of water, full to the brim, falling over, slightly washing out the front. So that means the bowl is slightly tilted forward. The relaxation keeps going through the hips and down the legs to the kneecaps. The knees are not locked and straight, nor are they bent all the way. They're right in between. And we keep going down to the heels and the ankles and the feet, softening. Through the heels, we have the mind relaxing like nails. The mind gets very sharp where we want to place our weight distribution, like nails going through the center of each heel. Once we have this structure, then we start to play with the breath work and visualization. That means that our mouth is going to remain closed the entire time. The tongue is going to be gently placed in the ceiling of the mouth. And the counterpoint to that is slight tension in the anus. This is like the positive and negative sides of a battery in traditional Chinese medicine. It connects the conception vessel, all the energy running up and down the front of the body, to all the energy running up and down the back of the body. Tai Chi is a three-limbed system where you have the Tai Chi form, which is what we're doing right now. That's the choreography, etc. Then you have Qigong, or more specifically Neigong, which is like weightlifting for intention. And then the third component is the push hands. And the push hands is essentially how to aim and redirect pressure. So the Neigong is like ammunition, fills you up, gets you stronger. The form shows you the shapes, and of course it's really healthy for the choreography, for the memory, and for the soft movements. And the push hands helps you move the pressure along. So continuing with our form here, fingers, inhaling up, visualizing the breath as a color. The breath pulls into the lower dantian, about 3 finger lengths below the belly button, the second chakra area, and fills up with that color, whatever color intuitively comes to you. Inhaling up, you can even go onto your toes if you'd like. And then you have this big watermelon. Exhaling down, inhaling, spinning, fingers reaching to your palm, not the arm reaching, just the fingers. The tricep inflates, and you exhale and uncoil to cut the watermelon in half. Here, this is called 7-star position on the side. Nose and middle finger are the same height. And we're going to inhale and bring the hands in as if we're cat's claws, pulling gently, and turning them and guarding the head like an amateur boxer almost. Just the fingers touching the top of the head. Very relaxed. We're going to open up our leg, step 45 degrees, and exhale, push off the back leg into the front. And then like we're holding a tray, inhale, pulling back. The breath pulls the belly back in the lower dantian of the second chakra. Bring your foot in, and notice that the hands are relaxing as we step and switch legs 45 degrees. Exhale, push off the back leg into the front. Notice that there's a little pivot as we do that as well. Inhale, pull back. Coming in. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, spin the thumbs out. Inhale even deeper. Big breath, and exhale down. So we'll go over that again quickly so you can just get the breath work down now. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling across, exhaling down. Inhaling in, exhaling, washing out. Inhale in, stepping in, step out, exhale, wash out. Inhale in, step in, exhale, inhale, exhale. The easiest way to remember this is the poem itself, because we can consistently go deeper and deeper and deeper into the techniques here, and there are many techniques, and we'll go over some of them. But the idea, more so than anything else, is to be able to share this and have fun. So, inhaling up, and you have a big watermelon. You cut it in half. You give half to him. He doesn't want any. So you give half to her. She doesn't want any. So you eat it all by yourself. Nom, 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 nom. I will note that I said him before her, and normally when I do that, I actually switch sides. So we're going to switch sides, because you can do this from both sides. And that means you switch hands, and everything kind of slightly reverses. So, you have a big watermelon. You cut it in half. You give half to him. But he doesn't want it. So you give half to her. She doesn't want it. So, eat it all by yourself. Nom, 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 nom. Inhaling up. Draw the color in, going onto the toes. Exhaling, wash down. Inhale, draw the color in, spin the fingers, exhale, chop up. Inhaling deep, exhale, wash it forward. Inhale, draw in. Switching. Exhale, wash it forward. Inhale. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, up. Exhale, dropping everything down. And if you'd like, you can even go into a little stretch here, going down. Inhale up, turn to the left side. Exhale, washing the breath down the body. Almost like it's just flooding white light in. Exhale, washing the white light down. Inhaling up. Exhale, washing the white light down. And that's it, guys. Hope you have a great day. Coach Jan, see you soon.
Okay, pause. I'm not gonna cut yet. So when you do the motion, do you always say per this direction, pin this way?
I messed up on that one.
You
And
did.
In fact, what I was going to do was just suggest redoing the whole thing for one more 10-minute take, so you have two to go from.
Do you need to redo the whole thing, or is it just one section that you messed up?
I mean, I wouldn't say mess up. I would say that you could say him or her.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which direction you go, but for the viewer themselves, I want
you
to
want
create that
consistent.
continuity. Yeah.
Because when you did it at the beginning, you
I said her this
this
way,
direction,
and
pin that way.
yeah.
The second time you said,
I said
pin
him,
her,
yes.
and then you're like, let me switch that, I'm gonna do the other side, and then you went pin, her.
Yes.
So.
And I also, I kind of feel like I front-loaded it with the technical side,
Okay.
when this may be best for just like having fun and flowing and like doing something with your kids.
So you want to redo it to.
I want to do whatever you think is
More on you.
best. I'm totally fine to redo it.
It's up to you. Let's cut real quick.
Yeah, totally fine to redo it.
Because it's more on what you think is going to be better. Because you understand.
I think that for something like this, it's probably best to make this the lightest lift possible. And so therefore, if I start going, because I'm the technical guy, like I'm one of the top like coaches, and like of the 5 coaches, I'm like the technical guy that's always talking about the technical stuff. So it's like I have a tendency to jump into the technical side.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I just jumped into the technical side of something that people are going to do with their kids, and the kids are going to get bored, they're going to run off. And so I just like imagine children going just running away from their parents. So it may be more fun to teach this from that like
A little
family.
simpler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally fine with it.
We can do that.
Okay.
We got time.
All right, cool.
It is 11:55.
Oh, amazing. Let me just make sure this is still going. It sure is. Look at that. Wow. Okay, and let's make sure that let's bring this over here. Oh, let me drink some water too, because I felt like I was getting crunchy. You and your kids are gonna love this. Yeah, video of my son doing this when he was 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's taught it at multiple schools of his.
Yep.
And it's such a cool thing just to be able to quickly share and not weigh people down with this.
Yeah. Not like overdo where it's complex. It's like a simple movement pattern.
Let's see if we recorded it. Look at that.
It's fine. Okay, back to the top. Okay, let's roll it. Okay, and in 3, 2,
Welcome to MFA.
and in 3, 2.
Welcome to MFA. I'm Coach Jan. I am the former team captain and coach of the U.S. Tai Chi push hands team, which is the grappling side of Tai Chi. And one of my favorite things to share is the Tai Chi poem, something that kids learn in China that is so wonderful to be able to share with your family and friends. And really gives you the sense of knowing a Tai Chi form without having to spend months and months or years on one particular form. Even though this form is very, very sophisticated, you can learn it in 30 seconds. And this is what it looks like. You have a big watermelon. You cut it in half. You give half to her, but she doesn't want it. So you give half to him, but he doesn't want it. So you eat it all to yourself. Nom, 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 nom. It's probably one more good. Do it one more time. I'll start off at the top again one more time.
Okay. And in 3, 2, go for it.
Welcome to MFA. I'm Coach Jan, the former team captain and coach of the US Tai Chi Push Hands team, which is the grappling side of Tai Chi, and it allows you to take pressure and move it with extreme balance through your body, through space. And one of the things that helps you get there are Tai Chi forms. Many Tai Chi forms are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes long, etc. This one is 30 seconds, and it's called the Tai Chi poem. And something so fun, kids learn it in China, you can share it with your kids, your friends, your family, and I love sharing this as much as I possibly can. So let's do it together. You have a big watermelon. You cut it in half. You give half to her, but she doesn't want it. So you give half to him, but he doesn't want it. So you eat it all by yourself. Nom, 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 nom. And that's it. That's the whole thing. And you can also do it in the other direction too, so we'll do that. You have a big watermelon. You cut it in half. You give half to him, but he doesn't want any. So you give half to her, but she doesn't want it. So eat it all by yourself. Nom, 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 nom. Now it's important to note here that you can change the fruits. Use any fruit you want. So the real point here with the experience is that it's breath work and visualization, foundationally, and you're moving that with choreography. And so now we're going to get a little bit more technical. We're going to focus on the breath work, and then we're going to get more into the structure. So we're going to inhale up, and we're going to go onto our toes. We're going to exhale. We're going to inhale and spin the fingers. One hand reaching to the other, but it just can't quite get there. And we exhale, uncoil the body. The hands chop out. This is called 7-star, or playing guitar. We're going to inhale deep. Fingers on the top of the forehead, and then turn the palms and exhale as we step 45 degrees. Inhaling, bring the hands and feet back in. Stepping 45 degrees the other direction, exhaling out. Inhale, drawing in. Hands and feet come in. Turning the palms down, exhale like you're placing the fruit down on the table. And inhale, spinning the thumbs out. Opening the hands and chest up, and exhaling down, 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 down. So, now we can get more into the technical side. And technically, while you can do this in the most free-flowing way possible, just have joy and fun, if you really want to start taking your Tai Chi to a strong and structured place, you're going to allow yourself to drop your pubis bone down, lift it up, structure it as if it's pulling strings on the heels, drop your sternum, lift it up as if it's being pulled from the sky, lift up the shoulders, scrape the ceiling or sky, and tuck the shoulder blades in the back pocket. Imaginary string will lift you from the top of the head, lifting the occiput as well, away from the heels. All this is your good posture. And then from here, you're going to allow yourself to relax internally. And that relaxation should feel like honey just melting down a guitar string. This is going to help you do the form with that much more control and structure and balance, and develop that balance and bring it through your whole day. So we're going to do this with our mouth closed and the tongue on the ceiling of the mouth, so that we can really focus on maintaining the structure and allowing our movement to come from our breath work. We're going to visualize the breath as a color whenever intuitively comes to you, and it's going to go into the belly. The lower dantian, the second chakra, about 3 finger lengths or 2 inches below the belly button. You're going to inhale there, it's going to be like a sun getting super bright, like a star. So you're going to inhale, big, 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 watermelon. Exhale, push the color from the belly down the arms, washing the awareness through the color visualization. You're going to inhale, pulling the color into the belly, and exhale, washing the color out as you chop that watermelon in half. You're going to inhale, draw the color in, turning the palms, protecting the head, stepping at 45 degrees, and exhale, wash that color out. Inhale, like you're holding a tray of food, drawing the color in, turning, the hands cover up again, stepping at 45 degrees, and exhale, washing that color out again. Notice that my foot pivots a bit on the heel, just to allow myself the full flexibility. Inhale, drawing the color back into the belly, and I exhale about halfway. Inhale, spin the fingers out, drawing the shape of the fruit again, the watermelon, or my son likes to do a pineapple, and exhale, pressing down. And if you'd like, you can also go into a little stretch afterward, going down, inhaling up, exhaling, going down, inhaling up, like you're drawing the light up and then washing the light down the legs, inhaling up, over the head, exhale, washing it down behind you. And that's your Tai Chi poem, plus a little bit of a stretch. So let's go for it again. And remember, you can do the Tai Chi poem in either direction, and it's really fun to just switch it up. I like to keep one person in one direction, the other person in the other direction, it's really fun to just switch it up. I like to keep one person in one direction, the other person in the other direction, just to help my mind. All right.